Hi, everybody. My name is Mr. Hite. I am a science coach with Pinellas County Schools, and I'm here to help you today with our brand new lab. Well, not brand new. Um, it has some of the same things that we've done in the past with the cool sedimentators and looking at soil and sand and all that. But we wanted to bring a new element into this lab and looking at minerals and looking at properties like hardness and color and different things to help you identify different rocks or minerals. So if I'm on Mars right now, believe it or not. So if I wanted to figure out what these rocks are behind me, I can do some different things to help me figure it out. I mean, they all look red. So what, are they the same? I don't know. Sometimes you find a rock or a mineral that they look totally the same, but in fact, they're not the same. So I wanted to help you with the kit here so you can identify the name. So we want you to know what they are. We want you to know what the name is, but then also do a little bit of work to identify like the color, how the hardness, even the streak. So seeing what color the streak is too. So I know it didn't really come labeled. It did come with a very fancy reading sheet to help you with the different minerals, but I figured I'd give you a little bit of video to help you know which ones were which. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I have another camera on the kit. Woohoo! Look at that. So these are our minerals that are in the kit. And we're just going to go right down the line and help you pick out these. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, there should be 9 in your kit there. So I'm going to start with this one right in the top, right at the top here. This is called mica. And the interesting thing about mica is it's kind of layered in like sheets. So it's like little layers there, and it flakes off. So it's very soft, brittle. It'll break really easily. But you can see it's almost like in little layers and sheets. So that's mica. It is kind of shiny. So that's another thing, is how light shines off the mineral. You're going to learn about light energy this year in 3rd grade. So you can use that. So you should have a sample that looks like this, and that is our mica. Okay, that right there. And make sure we focus our camera. So hematite. This one was kind of a tough one because I had 2 that I could have been hematite. So sometimes I did go and look a little bit deeper. So this one here is hematite, believe it or not. Let me focus in on that one. It almost looks like a space rock, like something you'd find maybe on Mars. I don't know. And the other cool thing we have that will help us, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So this is hematite, that really kind of almost sparkly, like it looks like it sparkles in the light. It's kind of a grayish. Your sample could be a little bit more darker, like a darker color. Sometimes hematite could even be a reddish color. So that is hematite. And the cool thing is here we have this website. So let me show you that. Hello again, it's me. Let me show you the website. We have geology.com, which is a great website, and I do have this in the plan as a website. So I went to hematite here just to help me look. So here's look, there's a red hematite. So that's the interesting thing, is some of these minerals do come in different colors, which is very fascinating. So I was like, well, I don't know. But then I kept scrolling down, and oh my goodness, look at that. That looks like exactly the hematite that we have in our kit right here. So I read a little bit more about it, and you can read a little bit more about it as well. I did run the streak on here on the white plate, and the streak is kind of a brownish red. So I was like, okay, well, I think this is definitely hematite. So even I had to make sure by just doing a few tests. So that was really cool. So I wanted to show you that. make sure you use this website as well, geology.com. It will help you learn a little bit more about these minerals. Okay, so hematite, very cool. I'm going to go right to one that I know right off the bat, just because I've mined this before, so I know this one right off the bat. So this one right here, I mean, it looks like gold, right? No, that is not gold. It looks like gold, but very different. This is pyrite. So this is pyrite. It looks like gold, and especially in the western North Carolina, North Georgia mountains, you find a lot of this up there, and people thought they were finding gold, but it's not really gold. First of all, gold is a lot softer. You can actually hit it with a hammer and it'll kind of just flatten. If I hit this one with a hammer, it'll just shatter. So, and the other cool thing is they leave different streaks. So one will leave a yellow streak and the other mineral will leave, I believe pyrite leaves more of a black or a brown streak, but gold leaves like a yellow, I believe like a yellow streak. So that's the cool thing is they have different streak colors. I might be wrong on the streak colors. I'm just going off by what I remember. What I would do is go to geology.com and research that a little bit more. But I know that's pyrite just because of my background knowledge. Plus, I know they wouldn't put gold in this kit because, you know, that'd be worth a lot of money. So that is our pyrite. Okay, so that helped me get to this one right here. And this is magnetite. So it has all sorts of different colors. It's mostly a dark color, but you might see pieces of other colors in there, just different minerals and stuff. The cool thing about magnetite, it is just the way the name sounds. It does have low level, what's the word? It's like a magnet. Okay, magnetism. There it is, magnetism. It's Friday. Magnetism. So it will attract metals and iron, little pieces. So you could check that if you have little pieces of iron or something. I don't know if it'll pick up a paper clip or something, but it can attract to iron and other pieces of magnetite. So that is magnetite. You can hopefully that'll help you identify. Then it starts getting a little bit harder. Because the rest of these minerals are very close in appearance. That's the thing. If you just go by appearance, that's not going to really help you. You're going to have to look at some different other things, like texture is another one, like how it feels, or color, obviously, streak color, hardness. You know, those are some of the different properties. When you get to fourth grade, you're going to learn more properties and how to help you identify even more on these. So actually, I'm going to go to, actually, this one's pretty easy. This is feldspar. It has kind of a reddish color. It does have a little bit of a shine to it, but definitely has like a more of a reddish color. Again, I know that's feldspar just by experiences I've had with this mineral because it's used for many different cool things. So you should have a piece of feldspar. Let me see if I can get a good focus on there so you can see it. Come on, camera, focus. Anyway, has that red, and hopefully this will help you so you can really see that a little bit better. Lower here. It's a little bit better. Okay, so that is feldspar. Now your piece might not look exactly like mine as far as its shape because they're just kind of broken pieces, but look at the different colors and how it even how it shines in the light here. Cool. So now we're going to go to these. Now a lot of people are like, well, what about this little guy? That looks like feldspar. This is actually talc. Talc is very soft, very brittle. And here's one where you want to actually feel the texture. So when you rub your fingers on it, it feels like, almost feels like wax. It's got kind of a waxy texture to it, even though it looks very similar to some of these other ones. but it breaks really easily. You might even see some of it come off on your fingers when you're rubbing it. So I can take my fingernail, look at that. I'm taking my fingernail and it's literally just coming off into my fingers. That's talc. So feel the texture of talc. It's very almost a greasy feel to it. Okay, very good. We're doing good here. We're getting close to the end. About fine all of these. These three are going to be the hardest. But I know for a fact, just by how light reflects off of it, even the shape too will help me with these last three. So I know for sure that this, and I have lots of experience with quartz, just being up into the North Carolina mountains and doing some mining. So this is quartz because it's not perfect. It doesn't break perfectly. It can break into perfect blocks, but most of the time it's just kind of random and jagged. It is kind of shiny, but sometimes you can't see all the way through it. And quartz comes in many different colors. You have rose quartz, you have smoky quartz, so you can find all sorts of different colors of quartz. Okay, so you might in fact see different colors in this quartz. Well, that brings us to our last two. And the thing that's going to help me with these two is knowing how they break apart. So this guy right here is calcite. So calcite, as you can see, look at how nicely shaped that is. So it's almost in like nice little block crystal shape. And that's what calcite, it really breaks into three directions, like a rhombus. So it almost looks like a rhombus, doesn't it? Geometry. So that told me right away that this must be calcite just because of the way the shape is, and some of the other features as well. And like I say, you can go to geology.com and that will help you identify even more. So that is calcite. You should have a nice calcite sample. Cool. That leads me to my last, not least, piece of mineral. This is gypsum. It has kind of a satiny sort of, it doesn't really shine. It's kind of dull. And it's usually kind of a whitish, off-white color for gypsum. It's used for many, many different things. And it's not a very hard mineral. It will break easily. It probably will come off in your hands even if you rub it a little bit, even with your fingernail. Look at that. So even when my fingernail scratches it. So that's gypsum. So that told me right away that that's got to be gypsum just by the appearance, the color. I know light doesn't shine off it very well, and it's very soft, and I was able to even scratch it with my fingernail easily. So I hope that really helped you guys. I hope this helps you identify the names of our 9 minerals. The kit didn't really label them, but look, we were able to do some learning today and figure that out, which is amazing. Remember to use geology.com because we want to identify, we want to use the test, use the streak plate, all that good stuff. But go to geology.com and learn a little bit more. Learn about how these minerals form and also what they're used for. They're very useful in everyday products that we have around our house. So this was Mr. Hite, and this was fun, wasn't it? Science is always fun. And you guys have a good day, and we will see you very soon. Thank you.